What if the creatures of Kenshi weren't born, but built? Kenshi is a game where everything feels like it's barely holding together, and that's part of its beauty. Cities are crumbling, factions cling to power with scavenged tech, and every piece of old world knowledge is treated like sacred relics. Out in the wastelands beyond the reach of any faction, relics of a forgotten age still wander. Not beasts of flesh and blood, but metal and code. Once tools, guardians, laborers, they're now scavengers, hunters, and potential allies. It is a world that is defined as much by what's gone as by what remains. And that's exactly why Mogwai's Old World Robots mod hits so hard. It doesn't just add new mechanical units, it breathes ancient life back into Kenshi's ruins, deepening the lore and expanding the stories you can tell. Hello all, I'm Atlas and welcome back to Mod Watch, the series where we showcase the wild, the weird, the wonderful creations shaping the games that we love. Whether you're a veteran wanderer of the border zone or a newcomer trying to survive your first dust storm, this series is all about helping you find mods that transform your game. If you've played with Mogwai's Old World Robots already, I want to hear your stories. Which ones have become your companions, which ones have turned on you, and which ones saved your base from certain destruction. And if you've got mods you want us to cover next, drop them down below in the comments. Just as a quick sidebar here, like many of Mogwai's mods, you will only find this on the Nexus due to them having issues with Steam, so make sure you have an account there if you want to play with this mod. Mogwai's Old World Robots adds 5 fully realized robotic creatures to Kenshi, each with unique stats, behavior, and lore flavor. They're not just reskins, they feel like lost technology, rediscovered and repurposed for their brutal new age. So let's give a quick breakdown. The default drone is a faithful reimagining of the mysterious robo-birds seen around ruins in Black Desert City, now as a recruitable animal companion. With 135 HP and fast speeds up to 135, they're agile scouts and harassers, and they finally make these enigmatic machines part of your squad. The Seraph drone is basically the assassin variant, sleeker and faster. It has 170 max speed. It is also far more aggressive. These are the aerial predators of the wasteland, striking quickly and relentlessly, though they trade some durability for speed and precision. The Pulver 2, short for pulverizer. Originally designed for mining and ore crushing, these bulky bots pack 225 HP and are built like tanks. Their heavy frames and simplicity makes them easier to repair and maintain, which is why tech hunters sometimes repurpose them as guardians and frontline bruisers. Warden 9. Inspired by the towering iron giants of Final Fantasy fame, this colossal construct was once built to guard prisons. Now it serves as a base defense powerhouse, with 355 HP, thick armor plating, and a massive sword. Its only drawback is speed, but what it lacks in agility it makes up for in sheer intimidation. Revenant is a work-in-progress mechanical hound with 200 HP, speeds up to 140, and 8-slot storage. It's part companion, part hauler, part hunter, a versatile addition to any squad. Each robot type comes with its own storage space, making them more than just combat units. They can carry gear, supplies, or loot as they follow you across the sands. These mechanical beasts aren't isolated curiosities. Mogwai weaves them directly into Kenshi's living world, which is a good thing. There is a new robot merchant skeleton faction, essentially the skeleton version of nomad animal traders that now roams the world, originating from the Black Desert City. They travel with robotic animals in tow and can be found across the Deadlands, Great Desert. Let me enunciate that. They can be found in the Deadlands, the Grey Desert, and the Great Desert, the Border Zone, and the Outlands. Unlike organic creatures, these machines skip the pup stage entirely. They spawn as adults with 20 to 30 skill stats and are ready to serve immediately. There's also a clever mechanic for recruiting wild robots. I say clever, but it's the basic one. Knock one down in the field, put it in a cage or on a prisoner pole. Keep one AI core in your inventory. You'll trigger a dialogue option to reprogram and recruiting. Don't worry, the AI core is not consumed here. It's a nice little touch, one that makes capturing and reclaiming ancient tech feel earned and lore consistent. And yes, these robots spawn naturally all across the world, from the bone fields and floodlands to the crags, iron valleys, and beyond, but with low enough spawn rates to keep encounters rare and exciting. If you're using mods that drastically increase spawn numbers, keep in mind that these might become extremely rare as a result. This mod also adds a couple of new game starts, perfect for players who want to build a playthrough entirely around old world tech. You can start with 2 drones, which is the Seraph and the default drone. You could start with this single Pulver 2, Warden 9, or Revenant, which is 3 separate starts, or go all in with old world robots all starts, spawning in Black Desert City with every robot type, full rain gear, and basic supplies. My personal recommendation is this one start would have been good enough for most people. It's a fantastic way to experiment with different squad compositions right from the start, or kick off a roleplay built around rediscovering the secrets of lost civilization. Part of what makes this mod so immersive is how believable these machines feel within Kenshi's world, and this, I would argue, is due to the texturing that basically mogwai spent a good bit of time on. These are not glossy sci-fi robots, they're ancient, rusted, and pieced together from forgotten designs. Mogwai achieves this by cleverly reusing and reworking vanilla textures and meshes, keeping them grounded in Kenshi's gritty aesthetic. Lore-wise, they hint at a time when technology blurred the line between life and machine. Pulverizers still wander the wastes with no orders to follow, Warden 9s continue to guard empty prisons, Seraph drones circle long-dead ruins as if they're still defending something valuable. And that opens up storytelling possibilities. Maybe your squad is a band of scavengers rebuilding a robotic menagerie from scraps of the old world. Maybe you're a would-be warlord amassing an iron army. Or maybe you're just a relic hunter searching for clues about the civilization that built these machines and why it fell. The mod invites you to that kind of play, like many mods, not just with its mechanics, but with its atmosphere that it creates. Now, mogwai isn't done with the mod yet. There are planned updates to come. Some of them include more spawn points, possible integration into major factions like Tengu's forces or United Cities nobles, and new ways to encounter and acquire the machines. The groundwork is there and it's rock solid, but there's always more to come with mods. In my personal opinion, Mogwai's Old World Robots is more than a creature mod. It is an act of world building. It breathes new life into Kenshi's post-apocalyptic setting, expanding its lore and deepening its ecosystem while staying true to the tone and aesthetic of the original game. It's also a love letter to the idea that technology persists, that even when civilizations crumble, their creations remain, wandering the sands long after their makers are gone. If you want your Kenshi world to feel older, stranger, and more alive, this mod is definitely a must-try. If you enjoyed this showcase, hit the like button. It lets me know that I'm on the right track. If you want to see more mod coverage or creative content from across the gaming multiverse, subscribe, ring the bell, and never miss another video. If you want to support the channel directly, consider becoming a channel member. Every bit helps keep Mod Watch going strong. If you don't have any money to support me, that's also okay. On screen now is the new YouTube hype feature on mobile. If you have the time, hype the video on mobile, as it helps me push my content out to a wider audience. And hey, if you want to chat mods, get sneak previews, or hang out with other modding fans, my Discord link is down in the description. You guys are always welcome. I'm Atlas, this has been Mod Watch. I will see you guys real soon.